UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away. This is our weekly UFO update. I am your intrepid host, L.A. Marzulli. We've got 4 UFO films. They're at lamarzulli.net, lamarzulli.net. Check that out. Today we're going to do something really different. I'm going to be talking from this book here. It's fictional. It's a Nephilim trilogy. It was published by Zondervan, but we had the rights back to it, and we publish it here. It's all 3 books, and when you're done, it makes a great paperweight or doorstop. Of course, I'm being silly here. But we'll get into that and so much more after a word from our sponsor. Have you ever wondered why we age? Not just because of the years that go by, but why do we visibly age? The big factor is a protein called collagen, or should I say the lack of it. Pay close attention, folks. Many studies have discovered that our collagen levels decrease 10% every decade. Think of collagen as the glue that holds us together. The less you have, the more visible your signs of aging may be. You don't know it yet, but in the next minute, you're going to learn how to help reduce these visible signs of aging. After years of searching, I found the closest thing we may have to the fountain of youth. Folks, I take it every day. It's called collagen. And it helps rejuvenate my skin from inside out by supplying it with the 5 specific types of collagen my body desperately needs. By boosting your collagen intake, you'll help restore your skin's elasticity while reducing the appearance of wrinkles. Stop and ask yourself where you'll be in 1 year if you don't start taking this amazing substance called collagen right now. Folks, you can try it risk-free for 60 days simply by going to healthwithla.com. That's healthwithla.com, healthwithla.com, or by clicking the link below. This is a time-sensitive offer, so please check it out. After entering your details, you'll receive your collagen delivered right to your doorstep in a few short days. Folks, 60-day money-back guarantee. The healthy aging supportive collagen in ideal forms. 5 key types of collagen you need from 4 different sources. Folks, it's the way to go. I take it every day, and I think it's helped me. So I was researching for this book, Nephilim, in the 90s, early 90s. And I was formulating the idea of this book, Nephilim, and I owe a great debt to those who came before us, G.H. Pember, Dr. I.D.E. Thomas's book, The Omega Conspiracy, which changed my life forever, and of course other people that helped me to bring this book into life. I think of Zondervan, hats off to them, Dave Lambert, my editor, who was incredible, and of course my friend at the time, Bill Myers, who kind of went to the bat and said to Dave Lambert, the head acquisitions editor at Zondervan, hey, maybe you should take another look at this. So they did. I had never written a novel before, and I got signed. Go figure, right? There's only one reason I got signed, and that's because the Lord wanted this done. He could have picked somebody with better skills, but he picked me for whatever reason. So before I get into this, I'm just going to read from this, but before I do, we're going to run the trailer. I want you to pay special attention to what Karen says at the end, towards the end of the trailer, when she talks about when they come and get her baby. Now this is in number 4, which we should be getting the DVDs and shipping them out next week. So the sale is on to the 12th. Take advantage of it. Here's the trailer, and we're going to freeze the frame, and then I'll be reading from the Nephilim Trilogy, a fictional work that's based on lots and lots of research. Here's the trailer. Something very dark and disturbing is happening. It is a global phenomenon that knows no boundaries. It adheres to no cultural mores. And the ones who are engaged in this nefarious activity are beyond reproach. People are being taken against their will, in the cover of darkness in the dead of night. They are subjected to bizarre examinations that are often sexual in nature. These people are terrified, violated, confused, and with no place to turn to, as who would believe them? This is their story.
No heartbeat. Ultrasound, no baby. D&C, no fetal tissue. There's nothing. It was clean. He's like, ma'am, are you sure you were pregnant? I'm like, this is my doctor. You can call her. I was pregnant. He's like, you didn't bleed all night. You don't have, nothing came. I'm like, no, nothing came out of me.
So the story is, Mac is a reporter. Art McKenzie is a reporter. His name is Mac. That's McKenzie for short, Mac. And so he has an assignment from his editor. Mac's a little down on his luck. He's borderline alcoholic. So, he's like starting out from nowhere. He's estranged from his wife and children. It's a mess. His life is a mess. So his editor gives him a bone to go cover this new wing of the hospital. So he gets there and he covers the wing, and it's very pedantic. And to make a long story short, what happens is the maid, one of the cleaning women, who says to Mac, everything's really happening on the 6th floor. So Mac you get his reporter spider senses tingling, and what are you talking about? So this maid, Linda, agrees to take him up there. And so he comes back at night, and he gets out of his street clothes, and Linda gives him janitorial clothes, and up in the elevator they go. So he's on the 6th floor, and Linda takes him to the room with this woman, and I'll pick up the story from here. You don't work here, Mackenzie. Why do you say that? Because you're not helping the cleaning woman. If you worked here, you'd be helping her. Did my husband send you to spy on me? No. Why are you here then? Mac thought for a moment and answered truthfully, I'm a reporter. Her eyes sparkled with sudden interest. Will you listen to me, please? She glanced at the camera in the corner of the ceiling. Will you help me get out of here? As she spoke, she became increasingly emotional, agitated, and Mac reminded himself that he was dealing with a mental patient. Sure, he said reassuringly and tried to smile. Don't humor me, she said. I'm not crazy. I'm sorry, I just don't know. They took my baby. Tears appeared in the woman's eyes. That's why I'm in here. Mac frowned and waited for her to continue. They took my baby from me. They take whatever they want. They're horrible. Who's horrible? The woman shook her head. What's the use? She won't believe me. You're just like my husband and everyone else. You think I'm making it up. Well, I'm not, she shouted. Linda peered at the bathroom door, shaking her head and holding a finger to her lips. It's all right, Mac told her. We're okay. He turned back to the patient and replied softly, I don't think you're making it up. You don't? She wiped the tears from her eyes, took a step closer and began again. They're not human. They come from somewhere else, somewhere far away. Her voice dwindled and her eyes focused somewhere outside the room. They come at night, always at night, with the darkness. They come to my room and take me. My husband, he's always asleep, and I cry out to him, but he doesn't hear. And they carry me out of my house. Her words came faster in a rush. I try to struggle, but I can't move. She started to sob again. What have I gotten myself into, Mac wondered, feeling the goosebumps rising on his arms. I lie on a table, and they do something to me, something sexual, and I can't do anything about it. They put something inside me, and it hurts, and I'm alone and afraid, so afraid. Her voice trailed off, and she seemed to withdraw inside herself. I'm losing her, Mac thought. Who took you? He prompted gently. They're not from here, she said. Where are they from? Outer space, she whispered. Well, there it was. Mac had known what he was likely to hear tonight, but that didn't lessen the hollow fear in the pit of his stomach when he actually heard the words, here we go again. My husband and I were trying to have a baby, and when I got pregnant, we were so happy. We were actually happy. That's because they do something with your memory. So they don't remember you think everything is normal. Then the next thing I know, I'm on the bathroom floor and it's night and I'm bleeding. And she bit down hard on her lower lip. And as the blood trickled down her chin, Mac felt a gut-kick memory of another night. A trickle of blood down Maggie's chin, another baby taken away. And my baby's gone, she stared through Mac for a moment. And Mac found himself nodding, understanding perfectly. The doctor says I did something to the baby, that I caused a miscarriage, and they don't know what I did with the baby. Where's the baby? they say over and over, and I don't know. I don't remember anything. And they search the house, but they don't find anything. And then when I'm in bed, suddenly I remember what happened. They came and took the baby from me. So there you have it. This was a fictional account. It was based on research. The book was published in 1999, so it's 23 years ago. But the research, as I said, goes back over 30 years. And I remember the first time reading about the abduction phenomenon, I was absolutely taken aback by it. And it's a very dark, nefarious subject. But here's why we call the coming UFO invasion exposing the dragon's dark secrets. It ties into the Genesis 3:15 narrative. Satan, the dragon, is building an army. You heard it from Karen. That's not fiction. That's real. And when you see the film, which I believe is the most important film I've ever produced on the UFO phenomenon, they took 3 children from her. Angela, who's one of our abductees, there are 4 abductees in the film, they took a baby from her also. The men, sperm. They're violated. And Al's testimony is absolutely riveting. It's real. It's real. And I guess the purpose of today's show, you need to share this far and wide. This is the end game. This is the end game. Jesus warns us it would be like the days of Noah. What differentiates the days of Noah are the presence of the Nephilim. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days. It would be like the days of Noah. They're back. They're here. Hybrids are walking amongst us. We've had way too many reports, specifically on supernatural confrontations, but also just from people emailing me. It's happening, folks. Check it out. Our Christmas store is open. It'll be open till the 12th of December. After that, we can't guarantee that we'll be able to get the products to you. But we'll have number 4 in our hot little hands next week. We'll be shipping that out. And then, of course, the 4-box set. Lots of stuff. LAMarzulli.net, LAMarzulli.net. Thanks so much for watching this. When you buy a DVD from us, when you help support us like that, you help keep us on the trail of a Nephilim. And that's my life's work. And I just thank you ahead of time and wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Thanks so much for watching. And remember, UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away.